Hey YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to get those J Cole KOD 808s that he used in his track KOD off of the KOD album. So let's get straight to it. Just all said and done, we're going to get 808s that sound something like this. Alright, so let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track. I'm going to copy down this MIDI over here. I'm going to bring in Logic's ES2 synthesizer. I'm going to bring in our 808 preset that we always use. Solo this out, and this is what we get so far. I'm just going to go ahead and turn down the distortion over here. I'm going to pull down the release to about 700 milliseconds. I'm going to pull up the decay to about 5,000. Maybe I'll pull up the attack a little bit as well. And we're going to turn down our analog knob so we get no detuning happening. So essentially what we got right now is a very clean sine wave. So we're going to go ahead and close this up, and we're going to bring in a distortion unit. Now this is a new one I've acquired. This is not a sponsored video, just something that I've been using for the past week or so since it came out. It looked cool, so I gave it a try, and it works really well in scenarios like this. So here is a plugin from Native Instruments called Dirt. It's essentially just a distortion stomp box, and it just gives you like really nice sounding dirty sounds. So because this 808 is so distorted and dirty, we're going to go ahead and make sure Dirt is to its dirtiest potential. So we're going to go ahead and turn this on. We're going to make sure this is on sound option 3 so that we get the darkest sounding option. We're not going to hear anything yet because we got to pull up our drives on both distortion units over here. So we're going to pull up the drive in our left hand to about 50%. We're going to turn up the drive on our right hand as well to about 50%. Our second distortion unit over here is going to be pushed to fold. This one over here. Of course, you can adjust from dry to fold over here. We're gonna leave it like that. It gives you that really, really dirty sound. All right, next we're gonna close that up. We're gonna bring in Logic's EQ. And we're going to filter out a lot of the highs. We're going to give it some resonance by boosting the Q right here just a little bit. And let's cut out some of the lows. As you can see, we're getting that sound close to the one in the track. It's going to lower the volume here. Next, I'm going to give it more of a little analog flavor. I'm going to go ahead and bring in another new plugin I got from Native Instruments called Byte. Now, Byte is essentially a Bitcrusher plugin and a sample rate reducer. So what we're going to do right here is simply reduce the sample rate. So we're going to bring this down to about really low here because I want to get this sort of vintage analog feel to it, sort of a little ring on top of the sound. Let's pull up our jitter so we get some differences, artifacts in our sound. The next Next thing I'm going to adjust is just lower our mix because we don't want it that crazy on the sound to about 9 o'clock. Just gives us nice sort of add-on dimension to our 808. Makes it a little bit more vintage feeling. I'll pull in to get in some more of that ring. Without it, it's subtle, but I think it makes the sound like it did in J Cole's KOD track. And that's pretty much it. Then you add in some hi-hats. And you have a very similar 808 to the one used in J Cole's track KOD. Now what J Cole also did is, as the song progressed, he added in a lower tone 808. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Let's just duplicate this 808, copy down the MIDI. For the ES2, we are going to adjust that a little bit. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's just solo this one out for now. We're going to take off the dirt because we don't want that. Take off the EQ for now. We're going to leave the byte plug in. We're just going to make this a different sound. We're going to bring in a preset called Old Tape just to give us a little vintage feel. Just give us that sort of analog sound in the background. I'm just going to lower the mix here to about... Just want a little hiss in the background like an old tape. And let's go ahead and open up our ES2. The only thing that we're going to do here is pull up our release time. Pull down our sustain, we don't need that. Maybe pull up our decay a little bit as well. And then we're going to open up our channel EQ. We're going to filter out a lot of the lows, sorry, a lot of the highs. We just really want that sub bass frequencies. Pull that up. We can layer that with this one over here. And it kind of gives it that beefy low end. And you bring in the hi-hats and you pretty much got most of the track to J Cole's KOD. So that's how you make the 808s from J Cole's KOD track off of the KOD album. If you do have any questions or just want to chat, let's talk in the comment section below. I'll be there shortly after uploading this video. And as usual, guys, if you are new to I'm a Music Mogul, remember to hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell to get notified as soon as I upload a video. That's it for me, guys. I'll talk to you on the next one. Later.